I had a crazy glow up, guys. I'm so happy. Looking at that video, I had a crazy glow up. That's what I got out of this. I had an inkling, I had like a vision that I wanted to do something within acting and something within film without having any experience in it. And I was like, oh, like whatever, like I'm just gonna say it, speak into existence, and then just try my hardest at it. And if I fail at it, I fail at it. And the whole premise is like about our old step team that we were a part of, right? That's where we get the name, like All Brothers Dream. It's a derivative of Absolute, which is like the step team that we were a part of.
I mean, I was like, I don't want to say trapped in a car, but I was in a car with Joe when he has an idea and he's locked in on an idea. I was trapped with him for like almost 2 hours driving to see Kendrick. And I hadn't actually talked to Joe in mad long. Like it was like this whole circumstance was so random. So we took that long drive and he's like immediately pitched. He was like, listen, bro, I've been thinking about this. Like, and I was like, oh, okay. Knowing Joe, I thought it was a joke. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I thought it was a joke, but then I like was hearing him out, and he was explaining himself, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to like kind of combine my two loves of doing music and acting." And like once when you realized you were locked, like I immediately became not locked too. Like I was like, I like this idea. I never crossed my mind to come up with a business or to have a business or a production company or anything of that nature. And I remember we got pretty deep into it. Like I introduced y'all to a lot of our collaborators that we worked with on short films. Like I think Boys Don't Cry was our first one, right? Boys Don't Cry was our first one. We got Emily and Zitlali to work on it. We were just like, we don't know what we're doing. We got this camera. You all were like, we just got some new lights. Like, let's test them out. Like, and we literally just like on a whim did it. I think it took 2 days. And I remember like us just thinking about how difficult it all was and like, is this even gonna look good? And like, we're stressed a bit. But then I remember like having that conversation and be like, yo, we have to recognize this is our first attempt. Like, this is our first time trying this and doing it. And frankly, if we were to like roll back that footage and really look at Boys Don't Cry, it really wasn't as bad for it being our first ever project. It was like we were really actively learning, and it's funny because like we look at what we're doing now, we look at stuff like Conversations and all these shorts that we're doing right now, and it's like we immediately know what we need to do when it comes to sound, when it comes to framing the shots and making the shot list. Like we weren't even making shot lists like fully at that point in time, like when we were doing Boys Don't Cry. I know I learned my best when we were just actively doing and we were learning from people who knew what they were doing. I learned a lot from people like Miles and Juan and Anya and because I mean I'm none of us are like film majors. You know what I mean? Like we're all doing something different. But yeah, that very beginning process was, in my personal opinion, I had a blast. I'm not gonna lie. Like the moments when we were pull up to your room and we were like randomly making random content. Like I think we were making that video where you're like working on something and I was like bothering you and I was being dumb. Like, and we're just constantly reading scripts that we had been making and sharing it with each other. And it was just really cool. Like we were so optimistic and we had every right to be. I think we have every right to still be optimistic and hopeful and to keep pushing and growing because we are actively growing in a way that, if you looked at it a few years ago, like it makes sense. Like our growth makes sense. And it's something to look at, marvel at, and be proud of.
Our lives are so different now too.
Yeah, no.
Our lives are so different now too. I'm married now.
Yeah, bro's married right now. Like that's crazy.
I'm married now. Yeah. We are constantly either on the road, on tour. Like this dude's on freaking Stomp. We're literally in an apartment in New York right now. You know what I mean? So it's like the fact that we can do all of this at such a high level and then still be like chilling at the end of the day. I think that's awesome. Like there's so much to be had if you put your mind to it.
We didn't start off professionals, you know what I mean? Like, and I think it took the level of drive and ambition and like patience that we had with one another and with the craft to get to where we're at, in a place where we can distribute, you know, we can make our own stuff, we can be proud of our own stuff, and we can, you know, provide services. It took just literally putting ourselves in the position we know we want to be in and just learning from it.
What's a big concept that you guys have learned throughout ABD? Like, from all the good experiences, bad experiences, so-so experiences, like what's something that you've internalized so deeply that it literally is a part of your everyday life now?
I think it's, and you were kind of talking about this in the car before, but like that resilience of like, and it ties into like if you really set your mind to something and you just go after it, like it's not easy, but it's just a matter of time.
Knowing that we had a business and we had it together, to me, was already a privilege enough. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I was already privileged to say that I have a production company. It built up my resilience even more to be in a position where we all collectively, like, you could see how this company like grew us in general to where we're at right now.
The first big thing I got out of All Brothers Dream, not the company, the concept, is community matters way more than you know. In confidence with one person or with the whole entirety of the group, at least twice have been like, bro, I might quit, bro. Like, I might take my talent somewhere else, bro.
Yeah.
But no, like, it really does take community to walk with you, talk with you, cry with you, build you up, like tear down walls that you built up yourself, like all of it. It's impossible. It's impossible for you to do that when you're by yourself.
In my life, I think what was the most community-based camaraderie feeling that we felt was being part of Absolute. You know, like, it was so easy. It was all brothers salute, you know, like, and to take the AB aspect of it and apply it to our own company, like, it made all the sense in the world. We're actively still finding community under the basis of something that was huge for us.
I very, very rarely think of the other situation that could have happened. But I will admit there are times where I'm like, oh shoot, like what if I never said anything? You have to go through failure sometimes to know what you really have.
I don't even think sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
You just have to.
You have to take the hit. You have to take the hit once in a while to know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
You know? And you don't have to like walk into failure and be like, oh, I can't wait to fail today.
Yeah, exactly. You're never expecting to fail.
No.
Like,
But I think,
you know, I think there's the aspect of like fail fast, you know, and really just go after it.
you like that job? You're into that?
I mean, shoot.
you're into that is wild. No one's walking into something and being like, yo, we're about to lose, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not sure this guy.
but ultimately, like, you walk into things with the intent of winning or the intent of getting something out of it. And when you lose, whether you win or lose, you're still getting something out of it. You know what I mean? Like, and I think you get a lot more than you anticipate to get when you lose. Like, there's just so much to gain. Bro, we failed a lot. We failed a lot, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Yo, we failed a lot.
Where do you see things going from here? What do you want to go from here? Either.
I see us selling.
Yo, we're gonna fail.
We're gonna fail.
Yo, I see us selling our steak, bro. That's how we end it.
Literally.
The next step, we end the video with the ABD reveals. We're selling the company to whoever wants it. No, where I think we're gonna end up. Well, first and foremost, I think we have to really lock in on culture shock. So So that's a big one. The next stuff after the fact is we do it again, but this time instead of it just being you and all of your whims alone, we're able to take what you ended up learning along the way and somehow, some way do it. I want to get back into music with ABD, which I think would be really cool. They're gonna help me shoot music videos for me. And yeah, and a short film, like the absolutely Dijon film. We have to censor that, by the way.
Yeah,
we have to censor it because they're gonna copyright this whole video.
There you go. That's it. That'll be the sense.
Whichever way and whichever thing that we have ahead of us, that's the most fun, is the thing that we're gonna end up doing. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking for film festivals. I'm excited to start looking towards that.
We're submitting to Canes
Not yet, but I don't know. Hopefully,
next year.
Maybe 2 years. Man, I don't know. Not
Next year.
This has been
6 months.
Think, this year's been. I definitely want to continue just being that place for creatives to, like you're saying, to take what's in your mind and really put it out there and continue to just really establish that for more and more people. And then getting paid to do this stuff for commercials, gigs, music videos, all the things. So interviews.
I think what's mainly on my mind is just collaborators, just like collaborating with people and having them see the vision and having them join us. Or how I always envisioned ABD was like having set goals that were just like beyond our like capacity, if that makes sense. Like I was always dreaming very big, like Marty Supreme type stuff. Like I was always thinking of the fact that we were gonna get to Canes. Like you were joking about it, but I'm being dead serious. Like I was always thinking about getting the Canes, getting to Sundance, because who's to say that's not possible? And who's to say that this video isn't just a step in that direction? We're gonna fail and we're gonna keep failing and then we're gonna get there. But like that's the gig. That's the process.
If you have like even an inkling, like a sliver, like that, you at least want to try it. Don't live in regret.
None of us want to live in regret in the sense of feeling like we couldn't try and do this and have it be what we wanted it to be. Like, and we're not, we're not living in regret. And I'm very happy if all else goes downhill, or you know what I mean. Like we know that we're not living in regret because we did it.
At least we'll be poor together.
You see, no. Where I see ABD is at Sundance, at the Oscars. We're gonna be at the Oscars.
Guess what? Is there anything else we want to say on record before we close this out?
I'm highly grateful for everyone that's watching, even especially to ourselves if we are a couple years down, right? And we look at this and we're like, oh shoot, like we look different, we sound different, we think differently.
I believe in ABD.
Don't get into music or art or
I
film.
always believe in an ABD.
Don't do it.
Don't listen to
On
him.
record, I'm saying this on right now.
ABD is gonna be a lot bigger, and we're speaking that into existence. And can't wait for you guys to be in on the ride.